frightened child to a fearless soldier, Ivan's journey through the horrors of war reveals the true cost of courage. Will he rise as a hero or fall victim to the chaos of World War II? Watch the video until the end. So let's start the video without any delay. This story begins with a small child named Ivan, who went hunting with his grandfather in a cold area of Russia. Here, Ivan's grandfather tied his horse with a bait, so that if any animal came to hunt this horse, Ivan would kill that animal with his sniper rifle. However, when a wolf came in front of them, Ivan got very scared after seeing it, and due to this fear, he missed his target. Now after this, the story comes in the present time when Ivan had become a soldier of the Russian army. It was the year 1942 when World War II started. Until now, Hitler had captured half of Europe. Now, Hitler's next target was to capture Russia, but for this he would have to pass through a city named Stalingrad. But this task was not so easy because the Red Army of Russia was already deployed in the city of Stalingrad. But at present, the number of soldiers in the Red Army was a little less. So many soldiers of Russia were sent to Stalingrad through a train so that they could join the Red Army and push back the German army, and among these soldiers, Ivan was also included. Now, as soon as the Stalingrad reached, all these soldiers were put in boats so that they could cross the river and go to the battlefield. But before they could cross the river, many German planes attacked their boats. Now in this attack, many Russian boats sank, and many Russian soldiers died, but luckily Ivan survived this attack and somehow reached the shore. Now, due to this attack, many weapons of the Russian army were washed away in the water, so the senior officers of the army divided all these soldiers into groups of 2 each, where one person of the group was given a rifle, and the other person of the group was given the bullets of that rifle. During this, Ivan got only a few bullets, and his other companions got 1 rifle each, and if Ivan also wanted a gun, then he would have to kill a German soldier and take his gun from him. Now, as soon as the orders were received, the Russian army attacked the German soldiers and started moving forward rapidly. Here, the German soldiers also responded to this attack and rained bombs on the Russian army. Now, in this attack, Russian soldiers were killed. Many soldiers were killed, and Ivan's companion was also present among these soldiers. Now Ivan tried to pick up his companion's rifle, but then another soldier pushed him and picked up the rifle before him. Here the German soldiers started overpowering the Russian soldiers, and seeing this, many Russian soldiers started running to save their lives. But as soon as they returned, the senior officers of Russia killed them because they were running away from the war. Now, after a few hours of fighting, the German soldiers captured Stalingrad, and now this whole city was filled with the dead bodies of Russian soldiers. Meanwhile, when a Russian vehicle passed through Stalingrad, the German soldiers attacked it with a tank. But before this vehicle blasted, a Russian officer came out from inside it whose name was Danilov, and this man used to print newspapers for the Russian army. Now, before the German army could catch him, Danilov got out of his car and hid among the dead bodies of Russian soldiers. Now when the German soldiers reached him searching for him, they showered bullets on all the dead bodies around him. However, Danilov was lucky, so he did not get hit by a single bullet, but he vomited due to the dead bodies around him. Now, as soon as the German soldiers left, Danilov crawled forward, and meanwhile, he saw a German officer who was going to take a bath. Now on seeing this, he picked up a gun lying nearby and started aiming at that German officer. But then a living man came out from among the dead bodies, and this man was none other than Ivan. Now here Ivan stopped Daniel from firing and told him to wait for a missile to fall so that no one could hear the sound of the bullet in the sound of that explosion. However, now Danilov was afraid to fire the bullet, so he gave that rifle to Ivan and asked him to kill that German officer. Now here Ivan also took the rifle and started aiming at that German officer. When the explosion occurred, Ivan killed the German officer by hitting a headshot, and due to that explosion, no one heard the sound of the bullet. Now, as soon as the next explosion occurred, he killed another soldier, but this time another German soldier saw him. On seeing him, he lay down on the ground and started throwing a bomb at Ivan, but Ivan killed this soldier in time as well. Now the last soldier present there felt something wrong around him, so he started running away from there. But then Ivan stood at his place and killed this last German soldier as well. After this, Both of them reached the headquarters of the Russian army, where Danilov published an article in the newspaper, and in this article, he told how Ivan killed 4 German soldiers and a German commander. After this, we see the commander of the Russian army, who was very tense because the defense of the Russian army has become fragile for the last few months. Now here the commander called a meeting and asked the senior officer of the army about some way to increase the morale of his army so that his soldiers can fight the German soldiers and free Stalin's guard from the hands of the Germans. Now Danilov told the commander that if we want to win this war, then we have to instill a ray of hope in the hearts of our soldiers, and for this we need a hero. Here Danilov told the commander about Ivan and proposed to publish his story in the newspaper so that a ray of hope awakens in the hearts of the Russian army and the youth of the country get inspired to become like Ivan. Now the commander also liked this idea and decided to implement it. After this, Danilov published Ivan's story in the newspaper, and soon Ivan became the hero of the whole country. Along with this, he was transferred to the sniper team, and after joining the sniper team, Ivan killed 33 German soldiers and forced 13 German commanders to resign from their ranks. Now days passed like this, and Ivan kept killing German officers one by one. Now one day when Ivan was on a mission, he met a small child named Sasha. Now remember this child because later on he will give a new turn to this whole story. Now Sasha was pleased to see Ivan and brought him to his home. Now Sasha's mother was also very happy to see Ivan, and she took good care of Ivan. Now after some time, Danilov also came to Sasha's house, and here he showed Ivan all the letters that his fans had sent him. Then a girl came to Sasha's house, whose name was Tanya. Actually, Tanya is also a Russian soldier, and she works to save the Russian people from the German soldiers. Now Danilov liked Tanya as soon as he saw Tanya, but Tanya likes Ivan, and she keeps listening to the stories of Ivan's bravery every day. Now after this, we see the new commander of the German army, who hired the world's most dangerous sniper and gave him the contract to kill Ivan. The sniper's name was Konik. Until now, Konik had killed more than 100 targets. Now Konik also got busy with his work, and by the end of the day he killed 5 Russian soldiers. The next day, Ivan's companions told him that they had seen a German sniper in a building in the city. On hearing this, Ivan went to that place with one of his companions and started looking for that German sniper. After a little effort, Ivan saw that German sniper and killed him by hitting a headshot. After this, he took his companion inside the building so that he could confirm the kill, but after coming inside, he saw that the man was not a sniper, but a dummy. Before he could think of anything, the German planes attacked the building in which Ivan and his companion were present. Due to the explosions happening around, Ivan's companion got petrified and started running here and there. Although Ivan tried a lot to calm him down, it was of no use, and as soon as that soldier tried to run away from the building, then that German sniper, Konik, killed him. Now after this attack, Ivan somehow reached his headquarters and told the whole thing to Danilov. Now here Danilov told him that the sniper who attacked you people is named Konik, and the German commander has given a contract to Konik to kill you. Now the next day, Ivan and his companions got the news that a squad of the German army is sitting in ambush in an abandoned building in the city. Now, on getting this news, Ivan, along with his 2 companions, set out to kill those German soldiers, but as soon as they reached near that building, some German soldiers attacked them with a machine gun. Now Ivan and his companions ran inside the building to save their lives, and luckily, all 3 of them survived. After this, Ivan went to the first floor of this building and started aiming at those German soldiers. Now during this time, he also cut the telephone lines so that the German soldiers could not call for backup from their headquarters. Now Ivan knew that if these 3 came out in broad daylight, the German soldiers would kill them. So these 3 decided that they would hide in this building until evening. Since these 3 were famished, they decided to eat something. But unfortunately, they had left their soup on the ground floor of this building. Now one of Ivan's companions went to bring that soup back without telling anyone, but as soon as he came out of the building, a group of German soldiers captured this soldier. Now Konik asked this soldier about Ivan, but when he did not tell anything to Konik, he made this soldier wear the uniform of the German army and sent him to fix that phone line. Then Ivan's companion, whose name was Lykov, saw a German soldier who was trying to fix that broken wire, but in reality it was not a German soldier, but his companion who had gone out of the building to get the soup. Now, after waiting for many hours, Ivan and Kelikov took out a helmet from the window so that if Konik was nearby, he could shoot this helmet and they would get to know his location. However, Konik was aware of these ghosts, so he did not shoot. Due to which Ivan and Kelikov thought that maybe Konik was not around. But as soon as both of them jumped to the other part of the building, Konik shot Kelikov and killed him. Now Ivan was sorrowful to see this, and he returned to his base with a sad mind. Now disappointed, Ivan told Danilov that I cannot face that German sniper because he is much faster and smarter than me. Now here Danilov tried to boost Ivan's morale and told him that we will soon find out Konik's whereabouts and then killing him would not be a big deal. After this, we see Konik, who was reading Ivan's news in a Russian newspaper, and Sasha was polishing his shoes. Actually, Sasha is a double agent who pretends to be a German spy and behind the backs of the German soldiers sends all their news to the Russian army. Now here Konik. He gave that newspaper to Sasha and asked her to translate it into the German language. Sasha translated this newspaper into the German language, in which Ivan's bravery and his sniper skills were praised. Now, in the course of conversation, Sasha told Konik that he has met Ivan, and Ivan also comes to his house every day. Now, on hearing this, Konik lured this child with food and asked him about the hideout from where Ivan hides and carries out his mission. Now, to maintain Konik's trust, Sasha told him Ivan's hideout, from where Ivan hides and hunts German soldiers. Now, on getting this information, Konik also went to that hideout and started waiting for Ivan in ambush. Here, Sasha reached Ivan and gave him all the information about Konik's plan. Now, after knowing the whole thing, Ivan also left for that hideout, and to trick Konik, he started moving forward through a pipeline. Here, Konik was sitting with his target set on the main gate. Then he heard some sounds from the pipeline. On hearing this, he immediately changed his position and waited for whoever was in the pipeline to come out. As soon as Ivan and his partner came out, Konik shot at them. Ivan's partner got injured in this attack, and Ivan dropped his rifle from his hand. However, Ivan came under cover in time and asked his partner to return to the headquarters. After this, he tied his knife to a rope and tried to pull his rifle back, but Konik fired and broke Ivan's rope into 2 pieces. At the same time, German planes bombed the area, due to which glass pieces in the building started falling around Ivan. Then Konik saw Ivan's reflection in the glass pieces and sat in ambush on him so that if he made even the slightest movement, he could shoot him. Meanwhile, Ivan's injured partner reached the headquarters and told Danilov and Tanya the whole thing. On hearing this, Tanya picked up a gun and immediately ran to help Ivan. She reached Ivan through the pipeline, but as soon as she came out of the pipeline, Ivan shouted and told her the location of Konik and asked her to hide behind those pipes. Now Ivan used his brain and told Tanya the location of Konik and asked her to turn a mirror towards him. Now Tanya did the same and shone a piece of glass on Konik's eyes. By doing this, Konik became blind for a few seconds, and taking advantage of this opportunity, Ivan picked up his gun and shot Konik's hand. Now, as soon as the bullet hit, Konik left from there, and here Ivan and Tanya also returned to their headquarters. Now that evening, they celebrated this small victory of theirs, and here the rest of the Russian soldiers praised Ivan a lot because he had aimed correctly at Konik within a few seconds. After this, Ivan reached Danilov and refused to print about him in the newspaper. Here Ivan said that I do not want to become a war hero, and I just want to fight this battle by becoming a common sniper. On this, Danilov tells him that you have to become a war hero. It must be because all the soldiers of the Russian army get motivation by listening to your stories. After this, Danilov called Sasha, and here Sasha told Ivan that when I clean Konik's shoes, then I see yellow mud on those shoes, and usually this kind of mud is found around chemical factories. After this, Sasha took him to that chemical factory, and here Ivan hid among the dead bodies of Russian soldiers and waited for Konik. Now in the meantime, Ivan fell asleep, and when he was in deep sleep, Konik passed right in front of him. Now in the meantime, we see a German soldier who was stealing wallets of dead Russian soldiers. Now in the meantime, his hand went on Ivan, and this soldier, considering Ivan to be dead, took out his wallet from his pocket. Now here Ivan also acted as if he was dead, because if he had made even a slight movement, then this German soldier would have killed him. Now this German soldier went to his commander and showed him Ivan's ID card. Now after seeing this ID card, the commander was convinced that Ivan was dead, so he called Konik and asked him to pack his luggage. On the other hand, when the Russian commander got the news of Ivan's death, the ground slipped under his feet. Now he called foreign Danilov and asked him to suppress this news, because if the Russian army comes to know that their hero has been killed by the Germans, then they will all be broken from inside. After this, Danilov went to Tanya and gave her the news of Ivan's death. Now Tanya did not believe it at first, but when she heard the news of Ivan's death on the German radio, it was as if her heart sank. On the other hand, we see Konik, who was getting his shoes cleaned by Sasha. During this, Sasha had tears in his eyes because he was sorrowful about Ivan's death. Now seeing this, Konik got suspicious. Despite being a German spy, why was Sasha so sad about the death of a Russian soldier? Now here Konik silenced him and said that Ivan is still alive because I have not killed him yet. Now to test Sasha's loyalty, Konik tells her that I have found an excellent place near the railway station from where I can see the entire Stalingrad, and tomorrow morning I will go to that place and try to find Ivan. Now Sasha immediately went to Daniel and told him everything about Konik's new hideout. Now on receiving this news, Tanya immediately left for the station because she wanted to avenge Ivan's death by killing Konik. Now after a while Ivan reached his headquarters, and everyone was stunned to see this. Now when Ivan came to know that Tanya had gone to the station to kill Konik, Ivan ran after her to save her life. On the other hand, we see Konik, who was hiding and waiting for Ivan. Then his eyes fell on a man who had a sniper rifle on his back, and he was moving forward while running. Now Konik mistook this man for Ivan and started waiting for him to come out, but in reality this man was not Ivan, but Tanya. Now before Tanya could come out, Ivan stopped her at the last moment, and Tanya was overjoyed to see Ivan alive. During the conversation, Tanya expressed her love for Ivan. After this, both of them kissed each other. The next morning Sasha reached the station to meet Ivan, where Konik was already waiting for him, because Konik had understood by now that Sasha was a double agent and had betrayed the Germans. After this, Konik killed Sasha and hung her body in the middle of the city. When Tanya saw Sasha's dead body, she became furious and picked up her gun and went to kill Konik. Here, Ivan stopped her and promised her that he would definitely take revenge for Sasha by killing Konik. After this, German soldiers attacked the people of Stalingrad, and there was chaos all around. Now, after seeing all this, Tanya went to Sasha's mom so that she could take them out of the city by putting them in a boat. Here Tanya lied to Sasha's mom that Sasha betrayed Russia and joined hands with the German soldiers. After this, all these people ran towards the boat, but on the way, a German missile fell directly near Tanya, and Tanya was terribly injured in this attack. After this, a doctor examined Tanya and told her that now it is impossible for her to survive. Now, hearing this, Danilov was heartbroken because he loved Tanya very much, and he started considering himself responsible for Tanya's death. After this, Danilov went to Ivan and told him the news of Tanya's death. Now hearing this, Ivan also felt sorrowful, and tears came out of his eyes. Now, to find out Konik's location, Danilov exposed himself, and on seeing this, Konik shot him. Now here Konik felt that maybe he had killed Ivan, but still he kept on running for the next several hours. He remained hidden here until then, but when he did not see any movement even after waiting for hours, he started going to that place to confirm the kill, but as soon as he crossed the railway line, his eyes fell on Ivan, who was waiting for him with a gun. Now here Konik accepted his defeat and took off his cap to show respect to Ivan. Now here Ivan without delay hit Konik with a headshot and kept his gun near Daniel's body as a mark of respect. Now, 2 months after this incident, the Russian army drove away the Germans and took over the Stalingrad again. Now, after a few days, Ivan received a letter from Tanya in which Tanya told him that she was admitted to a hospital and was much better than before. After this, Ivan went to meet Tanya, and seeing her alive in front of his eyes, Ivan felt relieved. I hope you liked today's story. If you liked this video, then like it, and also subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments that you like such long videos, or I can work on short videos. If you have watched this video until here, thank you so much. See you in the next video, but until then, be safe and keep chilling.